man. Here we are. Super Bowl weekend. Last pod of the year. I think we have a quick one for us today. A couple picks. Super Bowl, obviously one game. We're going to do one teaser and a few props. Is that what's going on?
Couple props. I'll give you a UFC tonight.
Oh, come on.
Just a throw. Outside of the record and stuff. I love betting UFC value. I'll kind of explain it.
Okay. Well, before we jump into that, quick recap on the year. Like, we're not going to do a rundown, but what is the record? I think we're sitting about 65% win rates, which is fantastic.
Again, team, look this up on Google. We were looking the other day. 52.7%. Type in, what does it take to be, whatever, professional gambling or win at this stuff. 52.7 is just getting by. 55 would be about professional. 60% is a good year. 65% is a career year. And we've nailed two 65 and above seasons in a row. I can't even believe that we beat last year's record.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, I think it's the formula, right?
Yeah.
We're sticking to what we know.
Yeah.
Stick with the teasers. We get win some, you lose some.
Yeah. We recap quick, team. We lost with the Bengals on the last second field goal in Dallas. Week 2, we were down early on the season record. We lost with Jacksonville on the over 1 week when I kind of went off my teaser. I did the over-under, so I promise not to do that again. And we lost last week with San Francisco, which I still think Purdy was a 100% lock at 10.5. It was 7-7. We were fine. I still even believe if they took Purdy out and they just ran the Wildcat, we still would have been competitive. I'm shocked that Shanahan was so stupid.
Yeah,
this is just
he's a great coach too, but
absolutely pathetic that somebody makes millions of dollars and can't see this stuff. And even because the whole thing was when Purdy's useless, the Eagles finally know this. They put 10 guys in the box, and then why would you just not run a Wildcat and have an extra blocker in there?
Yeah.
That's all you could do anyway. Give it to McCaffrey, and maybe McCaffrey chucks a random play, or you have Debo, but. Yeah. And it's not hard to call this stuff.
It's like a Taysom Hill type of offense.
Oh, it's just pathetic. It's very sad. I've never been more embarrassed of the NFL watching that game. It was so pathetic to see a team that couldn't even throw the ball or not even run and just pretty well forfeit for a whole half. Yeah. Just gross. Just gross.
Oh, well. Onward and upward.
Yep.
We're at Super Bowl. Let's jump into the picks, man.
Okay. We are riding. Again, this is like every play we have. Because I'm looking at the plus 1.5. This is math, and this is kind of seeing the matrix kind of stuff. If Philly was plus 1.5, I would roll with them to get this number over the key 7 and 7.5. Because we have KC at plus 1.5, KC is our play. I'm not saying KC wins this game. I'm going to take them on a side as plus as 1.5, but not on the picks overall. But we are rolling Kansas City plus 8.5. That is your benefit or your best value. And again, if this was Philadelphia, this is how it's playing the numbers, team. This is why me and Adrian coach you guys to learn the numbers and learn the matrix. It doesn't matter. You don't have to like teams or this is a numbers game, right? NFL, the lines are so sharp and there's so many key numbers. 3, 4, 7, 10, 13, 14, 20, 21, 17. These are the key numbers that you run through teasers. And when we're running through from plus 1.5 up to plus 8.5, it just screams value.
Yeah, I can't argue with you there. I want the Eagles to win this game, but I do think it's going to be close. So that is the play. You're right. We go with what the numbers tell us. All right, so we got to pair that with something.
So, we are pairing it with, again, the key numbers, the over-under. We are taking the over-under from the 51.5 or 51 on some books if you get that, but to get it over the 57.5 number. That's 30, 27. These are key numbers. Again, 51, 54, 57. If we can ride that 7-point teaser from a 51 to a 58, a 51.5 to a 58.5, there's your play.
Okay, so you like the under.
We are going under. This is an Eagles team that, remember I called the, no I didn't. I said the game would be tight with the Cincinnati and KC better defenses because I said they would disrupt and get in the line. Yep. We did go over in that because we brought it down, but I did like the under overall in the game. In this game, you have the best pass rush. They will get to Mahomes. They're going to line up, like you said earlier, Adrian, man on man with the defense.
Yep.
They're going to stack the box. They're going to double Kelsey. And then we have Philadelphia is not that great, guys. Come on. They crushed this Giants team. They beat a bad San Francisco team, and they weren't looking that great. If we go back and replay this game, that whole game changed on that stupid-ass 4th and 3 that Devontae Smith didn't catch. And I called it out to Adrian. I said, we got to replay that game. There's another thing. You want to talk about Shanahan being a stupid idiot? Remember I said that. Why the hell would you not take a defensive timeout in that situation? Regardless if that was even a catch, let's review it and have them time to. You don't have
Oh,
to.
yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Your defense is on their ass, and they just got the Phillies going right down the field. You have 3 timeouts. It's the end of the first quarter. Maybe they need a break, so they get a little bit of a refresher. And what happens on the next play? Philly goes right in and scores. You got a tired defense. They should have got off the field. How the hell did you not call timeout? This is bloody amateur hour, folks. Amateur hour. These people are making millions of dollars. And Adrian, get us on the damn field. Put me in there, and I'll take him as my defensive coordinator, officer. We would be smart enough to call a timeout there and at least review it. And in a worst-case scenario, your defense gets rested, and we regroup. And it's a 1st and goal. We got beat a little bit on a bad 4th and 3, but let's regroup. Let's take a second. Let's refresh the line. Maybe get subs in. Absolutely pathetic.
You're fired up. Love it. All right, so we got the Chiefs, the under.
Yep.
You talk about UFC.
UFC. Okay, again, with value play. Okay, and I'm going to explain this to you guys. Volkanovski tonight, or whatever the hell his name is. I'm not the most perfect guy with UFC, but when you have the number 1 pound for pound fighter, and him and this Islam guy are both 11, 12 match win streak. Islam's number 2 pound for pound. When you're getting +3 or +300, you gotta take it. Volk hasn't lost in 2 years. Islam's minus 400. Are you really gonna put 400 to win 100 on this? It's all about value, guys, team. And we're 1 punch away. And then look at this. I know Volk's a smaller guy and he's stepping up a division, and you see the size difference there. But he rocks Islam once, and then that totally changes the live and play, and get the hell off, get out of there when they're offering you maybe even odds or something. Or what if Volk steals the first round, and then it now becomes down to even? I'm out of there now. I'm cashing out.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much value. UFC, this is the value. When you have 2 guys that are this close, just look at that. I sure as hell will tell you, I would never in my life put up -400 for a play fighting against. But let's compare this to NFL. If this was a -400 NFL spread, that's like 10 points or a touchdown. That team should beat the crap usually out of the other team.
Yep.
When we're getting this and we compare it to UFC and we have a fighter's chance, you take it, team. It's all about value. Don't get caught with this stupid -400. If you do it, bless your heart, whatever, but it's a stupid play.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Take the +300 here.
Well, let's bring it back to the Super Bowl.
You got it.
We got the props.
We are going Gainwell over rushing yards, whatever you get, team. This guy is I wish it, like the biggest bet they're saying that could cash would be the overall rushing leader in the whole playoffs. This kid's 70 yards behind McCaffrey to go off, and he was like 250 to 1 to be like, because you have Miles Sanders, you have Boston Scott, and then you have Gainwell. This guy killed us last week with the 49ers. It's like under 20. This guy's good enough to rip one off. He does these end around screens. He's just fine. All it takes is 1 run from him, and you're fine.
And you think that number will be around the 20 mark?
Should be around 20. I got 15.5 early week. It jumped up to 21, but I've also heard it's gone back down to 16, 17, 18.
Okay, you
See
heard
what I'm betting it blind. Just like team I told you the Miles Sanders. Remember a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
I told you it cashed by the 3rd quarter. Cashed easy by the 3rd quarter. Guy ended up with 90 or so. This is the same kind of thing. Full confident in that. I believe it's the best play for props this weekend.
Okay. Anything else?
Other than that, I paired stuff with Volk. I don't even get into it. I don't mess around with your guys' money again. So we're going, if you want, go, okay, the official plays, excuse me, will be Kansas City and the under for a teaser. We will do Kansas City +1.5.
Oh, wow.
I know. I like it. We will also do the under straight, 51, but you're buying it up to 51.5. Buy that key hook point. Might cost you 10 cents. So you go from -110 to -120. Might even be -125. Take that. That's it. We have the Volkanovski tonight. I'm willing to even put it on the line as an official play. Not even counting units, because I should. That's a 3-1 bet. And the Gainwell. I really think that's it. We're not going to delve into too many props. It was a hell of a year, team. We friggin' hammered it. Another career year.
Yep.
I'm shocked I can't believe it. People be freaking sucking her dip out, whatever, for these plays. Because it is unbelievable, team. It is actually unbelievable. We should be getting calls from Vegas to come down there and run their goddamn shit because we are crushing the books. To run at these levels, career years, come on, where are you players? Come see me. I'll help you out. We'll help you out.
All right.
We'll get you involved, and we're crushing it, team.
Sounds good, man. Let's do it up.
Yeah.
All right. Super Bowl. We'll see you next year.
See you next year, team. Good luck.
All right. Cheers.